Physics is a quantitative science, and here the term quantitative means something which we can express in numbers. If you recall your previous classes, when you studied physics and the quantities in it, you learned the quantities like distance, time, speed, acceleration, momentum, force, or electric current, or electric potential difference. You can express all these quantities in numbers. And when you are expressing these quantities in numbers, there must be some measurement of these physical quantities. So how do we measure it? And what do you mean by the measurement? So let's learn together the topic, units and measurement.
Here is the success criteria. Define measurement. So explain that what is unit and numerical value in the reporting a measurement. Explain basic and derived units. State unit system and SI system of unit.
I will start with very simple example. I am giving you a pencil and asking you to measure its length. What will you do? You will definitely bring some scale and will keep beside the pencil and compare its length with the scale. So what did you do actually? You compare the length of the pencil with the standard reference. And if this standard reference is internationally accepted, then your measurement will be internationally accepted. So you can define the measurement as comparison with the internationally accepted standard reference. And this internationally accepted reference is known as unit. Here in this example, the centimeter is the unit. And how many times the unit repeats itself to measure a quantity is called the numerical value of the measurement. In this example, the length of the pencil is 17.2 centimeter. Here the 17.2 is the numerical value of the measurement and centimeter is the unit of the measurement. So to report the measurement, we use both numerical value and the unit. If n represent the numerical value and u represent the unit, then the measurement should be nu. Though few relative physical quantities like refractive index or the relative density, they don't have the unit. But if any physical quantity has the unit, you have to use it. So this is the way we report the measurement. We do measure many physical quantities in our everyday life, whether it is length, mass, time, or area, volume, speed. And if I am going to characterize these quantities into two categories, I will find a category in which the physical quantities I cannot further simplify in the other physical quantities like length, mass, time. We call such quantities as basic or fundamental quantities. On the other side, the quantities which can be derived from the other physical quantities like area, volume, or the speed, we call it as derived physical quantity. All the units of basic or the fundamental quantities and the derived quantities are known as system of units. And it depends which country you belong to, you use a specific system of unit. Say, if you are from India, you measure the length in meter, you measure the mass in kilogram and time in second. But if you are in UK, you are supposed to measure the length in feet, mass in pound and time in seconds. So there are different system of units which is being used worldwide. Now I'll tell you a story of a spacecraft which was lost in the mathematical calculation. In September 1999, after 10 months of the travel to Mars, the Mars Climate Orbiter burned and broke into pieces. And it happened because someone failed to use the right units. As a result, America lost $125 million.
Now you can realize the importance of the unit and the system of unit.
Though in 1971, the General Conference on Weights and Measures proposed the 7 basic fundamental quantities and their units. And these quantities are the length, mass, time, electric current, thermodynamic temperature, amount of substance, and luminous intensity. And they proposed their units as well. Length in meter, mass in kilogram, time in second, electric current in ampere, thermodynamic temperature in Kelvin, amount of substance in mole, and luminous intensity in candela. This system of unit is known as SI system of the unit. It is internationally accepted and used worldwide. So in our NCERT books, we will use only SI system of the units. Apart from these basic units, we have 2 complementary units. The plane angle. The plane angle is defined as the arc upon radius, and SI unit of this plane angle is radian. And we have the solid angle, where an area makes an angle, and we define it as area divided by r square, and we measure it into steradian. Also, the conference proposed the SI prefixes for smaller and the bigger units. For larger quantities, we have deca, hecta, kilo, mega, giga, tera, peta, exa,
Zeta.
iota. Now for the smaller quantities, we have deci, centi, milli, micro, nano, pico, femto, otto, zepto, or yoto. And you can see their symbols and their values. So 1 micrometer means 10 to the power minus 6 meter. 1 gigameter means 10 to the power 9 meter.